Hello, I'm Mr. D and this is Mr. D's Please Physics tutorial videos. Today we're going to go over problem number 25. It says a right triangle has an x-axis at 20 meters and a y-axis at 30 meters. I want to know what the magnitude and the direction of the hypotenuse is. So let's get started. Let's get started by writing down the givens. So what are we given? So the given here is the x-axis, which is 20 meters, and the y-axis, which is 30 meters. Now, we want to find out what we're looking for, so we need to find section next. So what do we need to find? So it says the magnitude and direction of the hypotenuse. So we want the hypotenuse. So we're going to just write HYP for the bad spellers watching this, including myself. Alright, now you have to figure out what formula am I going to need. So we'll go formula next. Alright, so the formula to find a hypotenuse is c squared equals a squared plus b squared. And as I always tell you, I want you to isolate the variable so you don't mess up with your math and lose track of units or signs. So I want c as the hypotenuse. So I'm going to square root both sides. So it's going to be c equals the square root of a squared plus b squared. So once you have the given, the find, the formula, sometimes you might want to do a little drawing to help yourself out. So let's do a little sketch here. So I said the x-axis is 20, so let's draw the 20. Here's the x-axis, 20 meters. Then we're going to go up 30 meters, and this is a sketch, not to scale. As you see, the line's not that straight. This is going to be 30 meters. Here's our right triangle right here. Now, what we want to find is this hypotenuse right here, from where we began to where we ended. So let's label that right now. We want to find hypotenuse. Now, understanding how the triangle is set up is important, especially when you want to find the degrees. So to find the hypotenuse and the degrees, we're going to say the degrees are right here, coming off the x-axis, and we look to the opposite. So this is opposite of where the degrees will be. So we're going to call this opposite, OPP for opposite. Then we're going to look for adjacent, what's right next to it. So the adjacent is going to be the x. So now we have enough information to find the degrees. Okay? So the degrees will use the tangent formula. So if you remember, let's just do a quick review. Alright, we have so, ka, to, So, some of you memorize this, but you don't know what it means. So, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, sine angle. Cosine angle is adjacent over hypotenuse. And then tangent is opposite over adjacent. So, to find the angle, okay, and let's just put this in here for fines. We want the angle also. We're going to use tangent. So, here's the formula. Tangent angle equals opposite over adjacent. Now, I don't want tangent angle, I just want angle, so I got to get rid of tangent. So I'm going to multiply both sides by inverse tangent. So tangent times inverse tangent is eliminated. It cancels out. So our formula for angle is opposite over adjacent. So right now I'd like you to plug it in. I'm going to pause the video right here and come up with the answer. I want the magnitude and I want the angle in degrees. And what we're going to do to make this a little more accurate, I'm going to right now put in decimals, so our sig figs go to 2, not to 1. If I left it at 1, it'd be a little less accurate. Alright, so do this calculation right now. Alright, so what I did here is I took a squared plus b squared, and it doesn't matter which one you use. So let's just do a standard. We'll just do the x as a, it doesn't have to be, and the y is b. So it's going to be 20 squared plus 30 squared, and remember, a lot of you mess up by not taking the square root. And that comes out to be 36 meters, and that's already in 2 sig figs. If you wanted to put it in 1, then you'd have to say, okay, there's the sig fig. Look at the number to the right. Let's round it up. So it would be 40 meters with 1 sig fig. It's less accurate. Alright, so then we go over to finding the angle. So you used 30 meters divided by 20 meters, because 30 is the opposite, 20 is the adjacent. Then we took the inverse tangent of that. You have to hit the second function on the calculator, alright, then hit the tangent button. That'll get you the inverse tangent on most calculators. That comes out to 56 degrees. If we wanted that in 1 sig fig, it's less accurate, but you look at this first number, the 5, and look to the right. Do we round it up? Yes, we do. So 60 is less accurate. So hopefully you got the answer. If